folks at home, today you're going to see a little camera. We're doing a little taping so that we can have some of our fitness classes available all the time. So maybe if you take a vacation or whatever, you can go and watch a fitness class anytime you like. So anyway, this is Fit and Fun. It is a half-an-hour class, 20 full minutes of cardiovascular work for your heart and lungs. We will have a 5-minute warm-up and a 5-minute cool down at the end. But in the middle there is sandwiched 20 minutes of fun cardio work. Before we begin, please get clearance from your doctor. You know the drill. Return your medical clearance form to me. Once you do that, then you're good to go to work out, even if you're working out at home. Second thing is you need to have good supportive shoes, preferably sneakers, tied pretty tightly, and water handy. We do want to pre-hydrate. We want to hydrate during class and post-hydrate. With that said, let's get started. We're not going to do music today because we're filming, so I'm going to sing. Just kidding. Okay, scoot forward in your chairs, and let's think about our posture. So we want a straight spine, as straight as we can anyway. Let's gently pull our shoulders back and down, open that chest up. And we're just going to begin by breathing. We're going to open those arms out wide. Breathe in, palms are forward. And exhale, let's bring it forward and just touch those hands. Let's do it again. So just a reminder, I say this every class, but I'm saying it again. Exhale. And let's roll our shoulders forward. We want to listen to our bodies, okay? So don't do something if it hurts, okay? Don't push yourself. Roll your shoulders backwards. You can even do this class seated the entire time if you'd like. I will be standing eventually, but just so you know, you can stay seated and do any kind of modification that you need to do. Let's do a shoulder shrug and breathe in. Bring those shoulders up to the ears and exhale. Let's do it again. Big shoulder shrug. This can be used throughout our day just to relieve stress. Exhale, bring it down. Perfect. We're going to start with a little march. This is our warm-up. Like I said, this is going to be about 5 minutes or so, just to ease ourselves into our workout. Normally we would be having, I've been playing a lot of Beach Boys recently because it's kind of springy, summery. Again, today, no music, wide march. But it sure feels like spring out there, doesn't it? Close march. Let's do some heel taps out in front, okay? Just extend those legs one at a time and maybe stretch the arm with it. Reach forward. Today is March, what is it? It'll be the 23rd today? I think so. We are into spring. Okay, let's go into a high knee march. Okay, remember, do what works. Maybe you don't go as high as I go. And let's go ahead and add some arms. We can reach it up or we can reach it forward, depending how your shoulders feel today. Looking good. We have some folks here in person in Gamber Auditorium. Thanks for coming. And the rest of us are watching at home. Now we're going to bring our feet in, do a little posture checkup. I was kind of hunching forward. I need to correct that. We're going to take that right leg and bring it out wide, bring it back in. We'll just alternate, okay? So now we're warming up through the outer hip and thigh. Why don't we add an arm too as well? So our goal every week is to work up to 150 minutes a week of cardiovascular work. That's not strength training, that's just cardio. So this class, like I said earlier, will give us 20 minutes we can put towards that goal. Maybe later on, take a little 10-minute walk outside. That would count. Bring it up to 30 for the day. 2 more. Open, open. Perfect. Let's do a little fast march. A little fast march here. Good posture. Bring it out wide. Bring it back in. And slow it down. Perfect. Let's go to toe taps now. Forward stretch. It's a toe tap. Perfect. Let's add some bicep curls with that. Why not? Here we go. Simple change just for the arms. We're going to go into ski arms. And some of these things we'll do standing as well. I'm kind of themey, so we're going to do our boxing theme, our series, our marching, probably a little sports theme when we get into our cardiovascular work. Let's do 4 more, and 3, 2. Last one, and just settle those feet out in front again. toes to heels. Let's warm up through our calves, through our shins and ankles and feet. Why don't we add the hands too? Why not? Get those moving as well. I know this seems easy, but we will be working later. We're just warming it up. Wiggle around your fingers and toes now. Bring some blood flow into those areas. And now, let's make a fist and squeeze. Work on that grip strength. Maybe curl your toes too. And take a big breath in. In through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Stretch it out. Awesome. All right. Well, it's time to stand up, and remember, you can stay seated. You can do the class seated the whole time. And actually, probably do almost everything we're doing, just modified. We do want to make sure we keep a chair that's sturdy close by or a countertop if you're at home, something you can grab onto, and you can hold that the whole time, or you can just kind of hover your hand there or just keep it close by. Let's march in place. Maybe swing those arms if you're feeling up to it. We're still starting kind of slow. Let's add in another little inhale, like we did before, seated. Open those arms, breathe in. Exhale, bring it in. Do it again. Open those arms, breathe in. And bring it down. We can roll those shoulders forward, just like we did seated. Now we're marching in place. Maybe hold the chair with one hand if you're feeling unsteady. Roll your shoulders backwards. Perfect, all right. All right, from here we're gonna go into a side step and tap, okay? Real simple, just side step and tap. And again, we can hold that chair the whole time or not. It's all based on how you're feeling today. Side to side. Get those feet going. Now let's add a little bit of arms. Why don't we do a little low swing? Swing those arms down low. So this class will give us not only 20 minutes of cardiovascular work that we can count to our weekly goal, towards our weekly goal. Let's bring those arms out front, chest height if you can. But this class also, if you're counting steps, some people count steps, which is good. Our goal we should work up to daily is 10,000 steps a day. This class averages 23 to 2,800 steps. I know that because I have an awesome resident who calls me almost every time after class and lets me know how many steps it is, which I really appreciate. Now, if it feels okay, we're going to go overhead. If it does not, I want you to stay at chest height or down low. We're still doing that side step and tap. Pretend we're at a concert. Yep. No music. All right. We're going to bring our hands to our hips. The legs are going to keep going. We're not changing those legs. We're still doing a side step and tap. Good posture. Now let's add some different arms. Let's go into ski arms. Here we go. We did this seated. We're just going to have straight arms going right forward. Bicep curls. Simple change. Legs are still staying the same. You got that down. Looking good. Next is a forward press and then squeeze back. So you can do this with one arm if you're holding the chair. You can hold the chair with both hands, or you can do this with both arms. We just go forward, back. It's a push and squeeze. Side step and tap with the feet. Push and squeeze. Four more of these. 3, 2. Last one, hands on the hips again. Now, simple change with the legs. It's time to change those legs up. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the side step and tap into hamstring curls. Hamstring curls are where we lift the heels up. Now there's a modification for it. I'm going to show it to the side. Here's your modification. We can do a toe tap behind. That is just fine. If you're seated, you can do front toe taps, no problem. So we're either doing the full hamstring curl or the toe tap behind, or perhaps a mixture of both. All right, we got that down. Now we're going to go through the same arms that we did before. You're going to feel your heart rate increase if you're doing those hamstring curls because they're harder. Down, low swing of the arms. All right, bring those arms out to chest height, just side to side. if it feels okay. The next thing we did, we're going to keep those legs the same, was just the ski arms, okay? So we just straighten those arms out. If your legs start to get tired with the hamstring curls, go into the toe taps behind. Next were the bicep curls. Finally, it was the push and squeeze back. It's a push, squeeze, push, squeeze. And I forgot to mention, you certainly don't have to match my speed. You can even go half time. This slow. It's all how you feel and what fitness level you're at right now. Everybody's at a different level. Looking good. And 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Back to our nice easy march. And that's where we're going to come back, because we want to keep our heart rate up. We don't want to stop. But we need a place to come back to, just to regroup. Breathe deeply. Inhales through the nose. Bring your breath all the way to the belly. Use that diaphragm to breathe. Exhales through the mouth. I'm just excited. We're doing the boxing series first. I usually save it for last, but everybody knows how much I love that one. So I need a little room. Please keep your chair close by to you, but in fact, I prefer you stand behind your chair, that you can grab it at any time. Okay, boxing, we're going to go into the bob and weave first. Bob and weave, we just plant our feet maybe a little wider than hip width apart. We get our fists out front, maybe hold the chair with one hand, and we just bob and weave. There we go. Posture needs to be good, so straight spine. And it is important that the knees stay in line with the toes. So maybe just take a peek down, maybe once or twice, just to make sure they're not going over the toes. They're not popping out over those toes. Here in Gambrel, we're looking good. I'm keeping an eye on you guys. Okay, let's add in a little punch. Why not? Punch. Whew. I like it. Bob and weave with a punch. Let's do 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. 1 more. Back to just simple bob and weave. And that's what we're going to come back to every time with our boxing move. If you need to take a break, I'd like you to take a break. I just wouldn't stop every movement. Maybe just march in place slowly. All right. Next punch is right out front. And punch. Straight forward. Punch. Here we go. Couple more. 2 more. 1 more. Back to the bob and weave. Awesome. High punch is next. Straight up high if it feels okay. If not, just modify. Bring it out front instead. I'm going up high. Bob and weave. High punch. And 4 more. Here's 3. And 2 more. 1 more. Walk in place. Woo! Good job, everybody. Catch your breath. Maybe do a nice little inhale with the arms. Bring them up and down if you'd like. Shake it out. We're not done with our boxing series yet. No way. We're going to walk. Depending on how fast you want to go, you might want to speed it up. We're going to do a little speed bag arms. Speed bag punch right out front. Right at chest height. Why don't we reverse direction? Punch and bring it the other way. Good stuff. Reverse direction again. Bring it right. Little rotation. Bring it left. Rotate the other way. Reverse direction, your speed bag. Bring it right. Bring it left. Back to center. Down low. Reverse direction, up high. Walk it out. Catch a breath. Good stuff, all right? Still marching. More boxing, side step and tap. We know how to do that. First, put your hands on your chair or your hands on your waist. Whatever works. Awesome. All right, let's add some arms, or one arm if you're holding your chair. We're going to start with the hook. Here we go, and hook, hook. Right across at chest height, big hook, punch, and hook, hook. Uppercut, uppercut. Here we go. All we're doing is scooping down low. Four more, and 3, 2, 1, and walk it out. I feel like there's always always microphone problems. Maybe that sounds better. Yeah, no feedback now. March it out, catch your breath. Whew, breathe. Just a little more boxing in our series here. It's going to be a tiny little mini squat. And we're going to do side kicks and punches, okay? Lots of modifications for this, no worries. Let's first find our desired position. Just a little bit wider than hip shoulder width apart. Good posture. Get those fists out front or hold the chair with one hand. We're just going to do a mini squat if it feels okay. Back to center. And our kick, we're just going to take that right foot out to the side. It can be a toe tap or it can be a lift. It's really up to you. And a punch. Back to center, mini squat. Other side, left side. Here we go. And a squat. Here we go. We can pick up the speed now that we got it if we're feeling good. It's a squat and a kick and punch. Once again, be careful that our knees are not going over our toes. Press that rear end out so that doesn't happen. Be aware. Another thing that can happen is the knees sometimes want to cave in or bow out. So we really want to keep an eye on those types of movements because we want to keep good form here while we're doing our class. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last one. Walk it out. Nice job. Catch your breath. This is the part of class I'm going to give you just a little bit of time to grab some water if you want some. I just ask that you don't stop movement. We want to just keep moving a little bit, maybe a little march in place. Grab a sip if you need it. All right. Give you a few seconds to do that. If you're not going to take water, just keep marching in place. Okay, boxing series is over. On deck is our marching series. Good times. That's next. And the first thing we're going to do is pretty simple. We're just going to do a high knee march. And really swing those arms if you can. Here we go. And lift it up. High knees. Looking good. Four more. And 3. Here's 2. Last one. Regular march. Bring it down, catch your breath. Next is a wide march, and we're going to get high knees involved in that. Here we go, bring it out wide. Wide march, kind of awkward, but using the muscles in a different way. Swing those arms if you can. 4, 3, 2, regular march, back in. So now we'll combo the 2. High knee 2 in, high knee 2 out. Here we go. In 2, 1, and it's in, out, out, in, out, out. We got it. You can do this seated in your chair. In, out, out. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Regular march. Whoo. Breathing deeply. These are our chances just to catch our breath here. So one way, while we're kind of recovering here, to gauge if you're working hard enough or if you're working too hard is your heart rate. So if you have a chance, take your heart rate, okay? See where it's at. You have a cardio zone you should be in, and if you don't know that zone, give me a call. I'll tell you. If you're not good at taking your heart rate, well, what you can do is just do the talk test. Can you talk? Even if you're alone in your apartment, can you talk? If you can barely talk, you are working way too hard. Slow it down. Interval marching is next. We're not done with our marching series. Interval marching, we're going to push it as fast as we can, high knees, and go. Great news though, the interval is not long. We're going to have our intervals about 15 seconds and our recovery about 30. As fast and hard as you can, keep going. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down, and I mean really slow, barely marching. Catch your breath. We're going to do 3 more of those intervals to make it 4 total. Woo, this is about 30 seconds of slow marching. Breathe deeply. Almost ready to do our second interval. Second of 4. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Here we go, high knees, as fast as you can. Remember, it's only about 15 seconds. It's half the time of our recovery, which is nice. I think we're almost done. 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Slow it down. Relax for about 30 seconds. Catch your breath. We have 2 more intervals to do. Then we're done with our marching series. Just chilling out. Still have 15 seconds left of, I call this active recovery. We want to stay active, but we're just barely moving. Take a big breath in through the nose, maybe do a shoulder shrug. On the exhale, relax those shoulders down. Third interval, in 2, 1, here we go, push it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, active recovery. Barely march in place. Good posture though, and breathe. 30 seconds of this recovery. We have 1 more interval, then we'll go into our sports series, and then we'll cool it down. Quick class. Final interval, and maybe you're too tired to do the last one, which is fine. Just keep walking slowly in place. In 2, 1, last interval, here we go. Get those knees up, get those arms swinging if you can, and go as fast as you can. It's only 15 seconds, 5 seconds left, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and slow it down. Barely marching, recovering. So on deck, no pun intended, is our sports series. So of course I'm going to do tennis, because I love tennis. And what else are we going to do? Let's shoot some hoops. I mean, we do have the March Madness going on right now, so that's appropriate. So we'll do tennis, we'll shoot some hoops with basketball. And I want to do 1 more. What could it be? Ooh, we'll do volleyball, I like that. There's our 3 sports, and then we'll cool it down. All right, so tennis, we're going to go both sides, which is inaccurate because you only want to swing with one side. That's okay. Okay, tennis, we take that step out wide. We'll start with the right side, and we swing low to high. Because if you don't swing low to high, it's not going over the net. Just saying. In 2, 1, here we go. We transfer the weight, swing, other side. Here we go. Back to center. Back to center. If you're unsteady, still do the legs, but hold the chair. Don't add the arms. And hit that ball, and boom. Looking good. You can go as fast or as slow as you need to. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Walk in place. There's our recovery. Bring it back. Second one is basketball. All we're gonna do is take a step forward. We're gonna do a mini squat and we'll shoot. Into, 1, and forward. It's actually a little lunge and shoot. Bring it back, speed it up. It's a forward and a lunge and shoot. Bring it back. Again, here we go. 4 on each side, shoot. Bring it back. Again, forward, shoot, walk in place. We're gonna do the other side 4 times. In 2, 1 other leg. We bring it forward, lunge and shoot. Bring it back, step it forward, lunge and shoot. Bring it back, again, lunge, shoot. 1 more, here we go. Walk in place. Volleyball is the only one left. Very similar to basketball. We step forward with 1 leg, lunge it, hit that volleyball. In 2, 1, pick a leg, it's forward lunge, bring it back. Again, 4 on each side. Pop it up. Pop it up. Last one. March in place. Other side. 2, 1, other leg. We lunge, hit. Bring it back. We lunge, hit. Bring it back. 2 more. Bring it back. March in place. All done. Boxing series, marching series, sports series. Time to cool down. So we don't want to make that mistake of saying we're done and just stopping movement. We just want to slow down movement, okay? We want to take our time to bring our heart rate down, slow it down. We have about 3 to 4 minutes left of our cool down. Maybe about 4 minutes. We're just slowing it down some more. Barely marching now. Let's do a little side, step and tap. Side, step and tap. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Plant your feet. Inhale. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Face your chair. Hold it. Let's stretch. Let's take 1 foot, 1 leg, I should say, and stretch it behind. Gently straighten it out and plant that heel down the best you can, okay? It doesn't have to touch the floor, that heel. With good posture, we're going to go ahead and shift our weight forward slightly and bend that front knee. So it's important to end our workouts with static stretching. That's where we're not moving. We're going to hold each stretch about 15 seconds. Almost ready to switch. Breathe in deeply. As we exhale, let's just switch to the other leg. Straighten it out. Gently press the heel towards the floor. Bend the front knee. Hold this one. So why do we stretch? Such a great question, because when I'm done with a workout, I usually want to get the heck out of the gym. But if we really do take the time to stretch, we will be less sore, so it helps with post-muscle soreness. Bring that leg back in. It also helps with overall range of motion and flexibility and injury prevention. Let's bend 1 knee and bring the ankle, the heel, I should say, up towards your bottom and hold that stretch. We're stretching the quadricep muscle. Now, if you want to deepen the stretch, you certainly can grab your pant leg and hold, but it's not necessary. Breathing slowly and deeply. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Other leg, just bring that heel up. If you want, you can grab the pant leg or not. And release slowly. We're going to have a seat in our chair. We just have a little bit of time left. So we're going to scoot forward in our chair with good posture. Let's extend out the right leg. Heel down, toes up. Excuse me. Let's breathe in and lift those arms out wide. Reach them out wide. Exhale, take the right hand and go ahead and reach down that leg. And when you feel a stretch, that's where you stop and hold. Keeping that chest open and the shoulders back and down. Breathe deeply. This is stretching through your hamstring, the upper part of the back part of your upper leg. And switch. We'll bring the left leg forward. Same thing. We'll breathe in. We'll exhale and just reach down that leg until you feel a stretch. Careful to keep the knee joint unlocked. Keep it soft. Hold the stretch. Take your time to release the stretch. We really didn't do a whole bunch with the arms, but we did enough to stretch a little bit. Let's take the right arm across the body and take that left hand and gently add some pressure. Let's take the other arm across, same stretch, other arm across. Gently add pressure with your opposite hand. Release slowly those arms down. Let's do 2 shoulder rolls forward and 2 shoulder rolls backwards. Let's look over our right shoulder and breathe in deeply, looking as far as we can. As we exhale, we'll go look over the opposite shoulder, left shoulder. Let's bring it back to center, and now let's look down at the floor to stretch the back of the neck briefly. And now we're going to slowly look forward, do 1 shoulder shrug, breathe in. Exhale when you're ready, shoulders gently back and down. 1 more big breath in, and you know what's coming. Open those arms up, smile. Give yourself a big hug, cuz you did a great job. Enjoy this beautiful spring day. Get outside, take a walk, and we'll see you next time.